A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a dramatic escalation of rhetoric, Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro has declared readiness to constitutionally declare a republic in arms if the United States military forces, currently positioned in the Caribbean, launch an attack on Venezuela. During a press conference on Monday, Maduro claimed that 8 U.S. military vessels, armed with 1,200 missiles, are poised to strike his country, dubbing this deployment the greatest threat that has been seen on our continent in the last 100 years. This statement comes as the U.S. government prepares to bolster its maritime forces in the region, ostensibly to combat threats from Latin American drug cartels. Despite the U.S. not indicating any plans for a land incursion, Maduro's administration has responded by mobilizing troops along its coastline and the border with Colombia, while also urging citizens to enlist in a civilian militia. In the face of this maximum military pressure, we have declared maximum preparedness for the defense of Venezuela, Maduro asserted, condemning the U.S. actions as extravagant, unjustifiable, immoral, and absolutely criminal and bloody. The U.S. Navy currently has 2 Aegis-guided missile destroyers, the USS Gravely and USS Jason Dunham, along with the destroyer USS Sampson and the cruiser USS Lake Erie in the Caribbean. Reports suggest that 3 amphibious assault ships, carrying over 4,000 sailors and Marines, are set to join this naval presence in the coming days. This military buildup aligns with President Trump's strategy to use military resources against drug cartels, which he blames for the influx of fentanyl and other narcotics into American communities, as well as for violence in U.S. cities. Washington has accused Maduro of leading a drug cartel and has increased the bounty for his capture to $50 million. However, there has been no public indication of a planned invasion. Venezuelan Foreign Minister Iván Gil has criticized the U.S. narrative surrounding the deployment, citing a United Nations report that states 87% of cocaine produced in Colombia is trafficked through the Pacific, with only 5% passing through Venezuela. He warned that an attack on Venezuela would destabilize the entire region, urging Latin American countries to demand an end to the U.S. military buildup, which he claims threatens the sovereignty of the Venezuelan people. Maduro reiterated his stance that he is the legitimate leader of Venezuela, despite widespread claims of electoral fraud in the 2024 presidential election, which many countries, including the U.S., refused to recognize. He called Secretary of State Marco Rubio a warlord for advocating military action against his government. Meanwhile, opposition leader Maria Corina Machado has praised the U.S. military presence as a necessary step toward addressing what she describes as a criminal enterprise led by Maduro. Maduro cautioned that any U.S. military action would stain President Trump's hands with blood, asserting that the pursuit of regime change in Venezuela has failed globally. He emphasized that the situation cannot be imposed upon Venezuela by external forces, signaling a readiness to defend the nation against any perceived aggression. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.